How you doing, YouTube family? Today is Wednesday, October 23rd, 2024. It's your man Big D, and I'm back with another one. I want to thank all of you for continuing to rock with my son and I. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you. So this one is very peculiar. Well, it's not peculiar. It's kind of comical actually. So there was a brother, a black dude that called in from Tampa. He called into the Breakfast Club with Charlemagne the God and DJ Envy, and it was during the time that Hurricane Milton was due to hit Tampa, and the brother was very, very upset. And the reason why he was upset was he had a problem with the issue that people didn't have any money to evacuate Tampa. Even after the hurricane had ravaged Tampa, people put in for the $750 FEMA money and got denied. You know, the brother made some valid points. The government, this administration, they've been playing in our face, and they continue to do it. The brother made the point about how is it that illegal immigrants can come into the country, don't have no ties to the United States of America. They wasn't born here. They haven't paid their dues here, but yet and still, they can get far more than $750. They didn't have to do anything to earn thousands of dollars that the government is giving to them, our government. And you have people down here in Tampa that are suffering. You know what? I didn't fare so well during the storm. And I got to get a new roof because I'm missing a whole bunch of shingles. And my crib ain't even 3 years old hardly. So, people talk about this American dream and owning a home and all this stuff. Family, not trying to toot my own horn, but this is the fourth home that I've owned, and by far the most expensive one, a custom built house. But to be realistic, people speak about this, owning a home, that's an American dream, that's an American dream. And let me tell you something. Do you ever really own your home? Even if when you pay your mortgage off, like my mom has, and like other family members have, they still got to pay property taxes. And if you don't pay your property taxes, in my state, they can seize your home. They can take it from you. So, is it really yours? Yeah, you satisfied the financial part of it, but is it really your shit? Because if somebody can come say, "Hey, you don't pay no property taxes," and let me tell you something. Florida used to be one of the cheapest places to live. A nice place. It's not too fast. It's slow, especially down here in Tampa. Ain't no that much craziness going on. It's craziness all over the world, but it ain't like in Miami or Fort Lauderdale. So, it used to be a fairly reasonable place to live. Now, it is getting damn right expensive. They raise the insurance every other year. And then I understand because you have these hurricanes, like the two that we just had back to back, and people got to make claims. I get it. I get it. I understand it. I don't like it because, hey, do I file a claim or do I pay for a roof out of my pocket? Well, that's what I pay for homeowners insurance for, right? So why should Big D have to come out of his bank account when he already making homeowners insurance payments. So what's the purpose of me having insurance? I didn't ask for the hurricane. So, it's just disheartening in that we don't have any money as a country. We're broke, but we can afford to send millions over to different proxy wars. And family, whether you realize it or not, we're at war. Because if our close allies are at war, we are at war. It just ain't got to the point where it's troops from different countries running through our country. It just ain't got to that point yet. But we at war. Make no beans about it. And they say we don't have no more money. People down here starving. Don't know how. Some people couldn't afford to pay for homeowners insurance. Guess what? If they got damage, they are screwed if they don't have the money to pay for the repairs. So I can understand why that brother called in to the Breakfast Club. And you know what? DJ Emmy and Charlamagne, they ain't have shit to say. Because normally they give a little resistance, especially when you start talking about the politics stuff. So they didn't have no lash bite because they know what this brother was speaking was facts. He was cooking, and the fact of the matter is that this man was about to break down, because when it get to the point where you sitting inside your house and it sounds like people running across your roof because your shingles being torn off, listen, that shit's real, man. And when you as a taxpayer, they taking money out your retirement checks, they taking money out your disability checks, they taking money out for those that still work out, they taking taxes out, they taking all these taxes to fund these different organizations that are supposed to be there for the American people in times of need. And folk can't even get they can't even get $750. And then there was this thing going around saying that if you was down here and you was without power for 24 hours, that you could get $1,200. So I'm thinking like, okay, that applies to everybody. So $1,200 plus $750 for food loss, man. Let me tell you something. First of all, the $1,200 was, I don't know who started that lie, but it's always black folks spreading these BS rumors about this imaginary money that don't exist. So it was never no $1,200. So the only money on the table was the $750. The same funky little $750 that they offered them people up in the Carolinas that they couldn't even get. So you know damn well if they couldn't get it, we wasn't going to get it either. So you have to ask yourself, when you go into the polls to vote, you better have done your research. You better have looked at the previous 4 years and look at it all. I'm not telling anybody how to vote because I you know what I'm saying? That's whoever you vote for is your business. I don't have no problem with the VP, but I think she, I'm pretty sure she's a nice lady. But my thing of the matter is this: you gotta give some policies, and you gotta let me know how I'm gonna benefit and my pocket's gonna benefit when you in office. Because I'm telling you right now, it is getting crazy to live when you down here in Florida, and you know what I'm saying? If you don't make a certain kind of money a month, things tight for you, there's a problem. And I already know Floridians stand by because our insurance getting ready to go up again. I already talked to my insurance broker, it's coming. So, and you know what? Guess what? What happens next year and the year after that? Because people say global warming ain't real and all this and that. But hey, well, if global warming ain't real, well, I don't know. Something causing these storms. You know, family, we just in a bad place in this country. And we are so divided as a country. I hope and pray that we are never ever attacked. And I mean where a foreign country is invading our soil. You know, I hope that never happens because, man, as divided as we are, I don't know that we survive because the country is divided. The men and women are divided. Then you got to deal with the whole the migrant thing. You know, then some of them are you know, they gang bangers and stuff. Man, it's just a lot to deal with. And you have to ask yourself, is this sustainable? Is this sustainable? And if who I'm voting for can fix this? These are the things you got to ask yourself, because if things don't turn around within the next couple of years, America's done. America is done. So say what you want, do what you want. But what my suggestion is, you better do your research. Because if you study long, you pretty much choose wrong. So we just it's bad. It's terrible. It is terrible. I felt, you know, the brother that called into the Breakfast Club, I felt this pain. I felt it. And yeah, thank the creator that I wasn't, you know, I didn't have to evacuate and I didn't live in a flood zone, but I still got damage. And you know, them folks ain't giving nobody no $750. And then from what I understand, they ain't giving you nothing. It's a loan. And first of all, what I'm gonna do with $750? Second of all, why would I take out a loan from the government when I pay taxes that come out of, you know what I'm saying, my residual incomes? Why I don't understand. I don't understand how that make that's not even, it's not even justified. It don't even make any sense. But yet and still, you know, the Dow Jones is up. You know, let them tell it. Family, all I can say is this. No matter where you live in this world, there's always a possibility that you are going to face some sort of a natural disaster. And it's not if, it's when. And if you are unfortunate to go through that, you at the bare minimum want to know that your government, FEMA in particular, has your back. And when it gets to the point that you can't, first of all, they want you to take it, it's a loan, and you can't even get $750, and now they're saying FEMA's broke. You do the math. Well, family, remember, always be more tomorrow than you were yesterday. Peace.